You feel like time has flown by? Like opportunities have passed, and you haven't reached where you wanted to be? Like you missed the boat. It feels like everyone is moving forward except you. You look at the year and think, it's going by too fast. Tired of seeing everyone move ahead while you're left behind. Deep down, that question creeps in. Will God's plans ever be fulfilled in my life? You wonder if, even when trying, you're still in the right timing. If somehow you fell behind, or made a mistake. If you've ruined everything or missed the chance to fulfill your calling or God's promises in your story. I've also struggled with this fear, and it's very common among Christians. But today, I want to remind you of something simple. You're not alone in this. And what you need to hear right now can change how you see God's timing and warm your heart. You've probably found yourself chasing answers, trying to fill the emptiness with achievements, approval, new beginnings. But no matter how hard you try, there's a weariness that doesn't go away. You compare yourself to others, thinking they're ahead, that you've lost time, that there's no more space for you. And in that rhythm, hope seems distant, like an echo fading away. You try to convince yourself that more effort, discipline, or attempts will be enough. But deep down, you know it's not. You want peace, certainty, to feel like you're in the right place. But the clock keeps reminding you, you're behind. Even so, you keep moving, even if it's just one step a day. Even if it's just a breath of faith. Even if it feels like no one sees or understands. You keep going, because something inside you refuses to give up. Because you have a calling, identity, and purpose. And in God's timing, everything is restored. Not everything that seems like delay is loss. Not every wait is abandonment. Sometimes, what you call delay, God calls preparation. It's in this time that He's shaping you, teaching you, strengthening you. And often, what you feel as emptiness, God sees as space for something new. Have you noticed that even when everything seemed lost, something inside you kept trying? That even when hope seemed distant, you still searched for meaning. That attempt, that quiet effort, is exactly what God sees. He doesn't look at what you haven't done, but at what you still try to do. And in this process, He shows you that your calling isn't lost. That your purpose hasn't been erased. That your destiny is still being written, even if you can't see it now. God's timing isn't the world's timing. God's timing is restoration, healing, and promise. And even when things seem stuck, that's just an opportunity for God to work, but it requires your permission. God is never late. He doesn't measure your time by calendars or clocks. He sees beyond what your tired eyes can perceive. For still the vision awaits its appointed time, it hastens to the end, and will not lie. If it seems slow, wait for it, it will surely come, it will not delay. Habakkuk 2 verse 3. What you call delay, God calls process. What you think is delay is just preparation for something greater, a seed that must be planted, watered, and will grow in its appointed time. And this restoration isn't just about surviving, but about flourishing. About revealing your true identity in the calling God has for you. Even if your heart feels tired, He is shaping you. You're not behind in God's plans, they're being worked out in you every day, in a work of love and mercy. Remember, faith isn't the absence of doubt, but the courage to keep going in God's timing, even when the path seems dark. God doesn't want you to fight the clock alone. He wants you to trust, to surrender control, to yield to His timing and let Him be the Lord of your process. I often wonder, how do you act in the middle of so much expectation? It's not about moving faster, but trusting deeper. It's about opening your hands and letting God be the Lord of your time. When I feel like the world is spinning too fast, I pause for a moment. I breathe. I remember I don't have to prove anything to anyone. I just need to be present. Present for God, and present for myself. Every time doubt Kids, I remind myself of what God says, you're not behind. You are desired by God. You have a calling, a purpose, a destiny. My faith grows when I choose to trust, even without understanding. When I surrender control and allow God to restore, heal, and renew my heart. And in this process, I discover that God's timing is the perfect time for my healing, my restoration, my promise. I don't need to change everything at once. I just need to take one step at a time, trust a little more, make space for Him to act. Because even in the hardest moments, He's there, shaping me, calling me, desiring me. If you have a dream on hold, a hope to get married, have kids, land your dream job, or grow in intimacy with God, know this: don't wait until 2026 to start over. Start now. Take small steps every day, trust in each gesture, each prayer, each attempt. God doesn't look at your mistakes, but at your courage to try again. And this year can be the year of promise, or the beginning of promise, if you make room for Him to move. The testimony of Hannah, Samuel's mother, shows us this. She waited, she cried, but she didn't give up. And God heard, transformed her pain into purpose, and today her name is remembered for faith and courage. You can also be a testimony of God. Now, take a deep breath, slow down. In this moment, release the heavy burden from your life. You don't need perfect words. Allow Jesus to be the Lord of your time. Close your eyes, and let's pray. God, I come to you, just as I am. I surrender everything I have, my doubts, struggles, failures, and mistakes. I trust that your timing is perfect, and that even when I can't see it, you are working for my good. I want to learn to rest in your presence and walk with confidence in your promise. Help me open my heart, not to rush, but to let you be the Lord of my time. May I realize each day that I'm not behind or forgotten, I'm exactly in the time you've prepared for me. And today, I choose to believe more, and I ask that all my unbelief fall away, because I know you desired my life. You have purpose for me. You're leading me to live something extraordinary, and I'll only receive it when I'm ready. Breathe, and never forget, you are desired by God.